say the opening prayer.
Sounds good.
I'm good.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for letting us be able to use technology to join together and to study online to better our lives and to get a degree. And we hope that what we learned tonight that we can be able to put forth to that foundation, that we can also have a good rest of the week, that we can get everything done that we need to. And we say his name is Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.
All right. So, since you're quasi new to the group, Aaron, we'll just do quick introductions. That way we kind of know a little more about each other.
Okay.
I'm Nathan Wilbur. I live in Oklahoma City. I'm technically a junior at BYU. I work for Pepsi, hence the Mountain Dew polo.
Nice. Yeah.
Worked for Pepsi for 5.5 years. I think my plan is to stay with Pepsi the rest of my working career. I got 4 kids, been married for 12, it'll be 13 years this year, and going for business management.
Nice.
I'm Jacob. I'm in Tucson, Arizona. Been married for about 5 years, a little over 5 years and 2 weeks, I guess. My anniversary is, what's the date? I guess last week's my anniversary. I work at an oil change, quick lube kind of store. Been there for about 3 years. Great job, but I don't want to be breaking my back for the next 30 years. So yeah. I also going into business management. Got about probably 2 to 3 years left until I'm done at the pace I'm going. So that's exciting.
Yeah. All right. Well, my name is Aaron. I am from Virginia. I'm only about an hour from DC. So, and I've been. I started with the Pathway program, and so now I'm in probably my second or third year of online. But I did take 2 semesters off because my wife and I had our first child, so it was a little hectic with school and everything going on. So I took 2 semesters off, but I'm saying I got about 3 years left until I'll be done. But I'm going for business management, and then I work for my dad owns a small company, so I work for him, and I've been doing that for about 6 years. So
awesome.
Cool.
So I watched the video that you guys posted, so I see, how we just kind of would go down through the quiz together, and then one of you had the idea of one of us takes the quiz and kind of takes the brunt of the if you're kind of the guinea pig, I guess. Is that correct?
Yeah,
That's what we tried last week. Jacob thought it would we'd get to see the answers right away.
Yeah.
It didn't work out that way, so it kind of was. We all ended up with about the same score no matter what.
Okay.
We can do that again if there's ones that were like, it could be A or it could be C.
Yeah.
But if we're pretty confident in all the same ones, then we can just roll with the questions we got. So
yeah, we can do that. I was because I printed out and went through because I got about the same grades you were getting when I did the test last week, and I went solo. So I think it was just about average. But I feel like this week's stuff was a little bit easier than last week's.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Cool.
So yeah, I guess we'll just start with number 1, and
okay.
I'll give you what I picked for the answer, and then if you guys agree, we'll agree. If we have different answers, we'll talk it out. So
okay.
The forces that make market economies work are C, supply and demand.
Same.
Bingo. Cool. Number 2 then. The highest form of competition is called Is it perfect competition? I couldn't remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't sure myself, so I actually looked back into the book and found, and it listed as perfect. It says perfect competition.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. That's what I was looking for as well. So
Yeah.
great.
All right. Number 3 is that the demand for a good or service is determined by, and then I chose A, which was those who buy the good or service.
Mhm.
Same thing.
All right.
Most studies indicate that tobacco and marijuana tend to be complements.
Yeah, that's the same. It tricked me because at first I picked C, so I was like, it is illegal, but then I was like, they're just trying to mess with me. I was like, so I
It depends where you're at. So.
picked.
Yeah, and I actually went and found it and was checking back through the book because I remembered it reading about it. It was
Mhm.
actually on page 72. It specifically says that they're complements.
Okay.
Cool. I was looking for that in the book too. I couldn't remember exactly where it was.
Yeah.
Cool. See, the following table contains a demand schedule for a good. If the law of demand applies to this good, then Q1 could be I think it's 200. Yeah.
That's what I thought at first was 200, but they say with the law of demand, the price is $10 is 100. If the price goes up, the quantity is going to go down.
That was
Is
what
my
I thought.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking it doubled the price, so it should cut the quantity in half,
Yeah.
but that's not an option. So
Yeah.
that was the one question I was like, I don't know about it. So
Yeah. So I put down C 200, but then I was like, wait a second. So I put A, and I actually Googled the question just to see what was out there because I wasn't sure. And when I Googled it, it actually popped up saying that it was 0. Because I'm with you. I think it would cut it in half, but I'm not sure.
Okay, so I'm thinking the price goes up, the supply would go up, right?
well, supply would, but they're asking about the quantity demanded.
Yeah.
I guess I was just thinking about supply then. That makes sense.
Yeah, because the higher the price is, the less people are going to buy it because they're like, that's way too expensive.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So I think A is the right one.
Most reasonable.
All right, and then this one, I guessed on this one, but let's see what we got. So, refer to figure 4.7. The movement from DA to DB could be caused by, and then I kind of went back and forth, but I kind of settled on a decrease in price. But would a decrease on price would that be a shift on the curve, or would the curve shift?
So I found it was B. A decrease in the price is just gonna move you along the same
Yeah,
demand
just
curve.
slide.
But a decrease in income means you're gonna have a increase purchasing of an inferior good. So
okay.
if you got a demotion at work, you'd be more likely to buy more hamburger meat than you would steak.
I see. See, I always get confused. I get twisted around with the normal goods and inferior goods. So when they say the decrease in income, assuming a good is inferior, I figured it can't be a decrease in income because from DA to DB you'd be using less. But I see with the inferior, you would in fact, spend more. So it makes sense.
Yeah, assuming D is say a generic cereal or something. Versus,
Yeah.
Okay.
And so if you wanted to read more about it, it actually goes into this exact diagram on page 70.
Page 70. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have Nathan? You have a loose leaf book, or
Yeah.
Does it show you? Okay, I don't think it shows pages online.
How'd you get that?
When I ordered it as a loose leaf book in the online access code.
From mine, what it was called, like $30.
Yeah, I think so because the online programming is kind of hard. It's kind of confusing.
Right?
Because it's like
Pain.
there's like no back button sometimes, and I get really confused. So I have to sign out and then sign back in, and it's really a big pain. But they do have a button that reads everything to you, which is nice.
Yeah, so I mean, I didn't even see an option for just an online part.
Oh, really?
Otherwise, I probably would have gone with that because it was cheaper. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because my book, it ended up costing $100 for the book and access code.
Yeah. See, I think it was $100 online, 100 something.
Yeah.
But
If
I know
it's paying for online, I'm glad I got the book.
Yeah, it's a huge pain. I've even thought about buying the loose leaf because it's easier to flip back and forth, but I didn't know you could.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm happy with it. So
All right. So we all agree it's B though for 6. I went and mark that down.
Yeah.
yes,
It makes sense. Like I said, that one I kind of went back and forth because I was like, those ones are always so hard because I feel like they're trying to trick you.
yeah, I agree with you. All right, so number 7. The table below shows the quantities demanded for cases of Mountain Dew. Thank you. Per month by 4 families at various prices. If the 4 families listed in the table are the only demanders of Mountain Dew in the market, which of the following is a correct graph of that market demand? And I picked A. Did anybody have anything different or?
I actually picked B, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure why I picked B because this one kind of I was looking at A, but I just didn't know with it ending because isn't market demand, isn't that everything added together?
Yes.
Yeah.
So but why does it start at 12 when there's no 12 on the graph?
So
The
that
price
would indicate at $12 nobody bought anything.
that'd be a 0. Okay, that's
So
why I
at
was looking at.
$12 quantity demanded is 0. So
Now,
then
what's
when you
the-
drop to $10, that you see that if you go down, it shows that the demand was 20 and then 30, 40, 50. And
I
that's
see.
how the market demand lines up with the box.
Now that's why too. Why the graph A, it ends at what $7?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense now because I was looking at B, and I was like, I think it's B because B looked more symmetrical and it came all the way down like the ones I'm used to seeing. And I was like, well, that's got to be it because I've never seen one that actually ends like that. But looking at it, all the data does match up compared to B because we don't know what the yeah. Mark that down.
All right. Number 8, when quantity demanded has increased at every price, it might be because, and Aaron, I was telling Nathan before you signed on, I had a crazy week and I apologize that I hadn't gotten as much of this done as I wanted to. But I promise I won't let it become a pattern.
It's fine. I say, well, last week we had,
on this.
my wife had strep throat and the baby had ear infection.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and all at the same time, and we hired a new person at work that I have to train. So so I feel you, man.
Yeah. So I apologize, but I'll be better next week. So the quantity demanded has increased at every price. It might be because the number of buyers in the market has decreased. Income has increased. House because of sellers. Would it be D?
Which one did you say?
D?
That's what I put down.
So I was torn between C and D.
C and D.
Yeah, because and my reasoning is that if the seller had a reduction in the costs that they had, then they would reduce the price, which would increase the demand required.
Yeah.
But at the same time, the price of a complementary good, if it decreases, then the quantity demanded of the other thing would increase. So I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I see you wrote on both ends. I ended up choosing D, just because of the fact that, like you said, with they being complementary goods, one increases, the other should is increasing as well.
I think we should go with that.
Okay. All right. Number 9 is the quantity supplied of a good is the amount that, and I went back and forth between B and D, and I figured it was D, which is sellers are willing and able to sell.
That's what I got.
Okay. Yeah, they try to get you with the sellers are able to produce or sellers are willing or able to sell. So I decided to go with D.
Yeah, and the reason is at a different price, they're able to produce more, but they're only willing to produce.
But they won't sell it, so yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Today's supply curve for iPods could shift in the response to a change in, and I put B for all of the above, because if a shift in today's price will change it, the expected future price of iPods will change it, and if there's an increase or decrease in buyers, that'll change the supply curve.
That's what I put as well.
Wouldn't the number of buyers just change the demand curve?
Well, it'll change both.
It would be both.
Because
okay.
if you have more buyers, then you're going to increase how much you supply. And if there's fewer buyers, then you're going to decrease how much you supply.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Cool. All right, the diagram below pertains to a demand for turkey in the United States. All else equal, a sale on chicken will cause a move from the DA to DB, right?
That's what I got.
You said from DA to DB?
Yeah, option A.
Now, so they're looking at, so all else equal a sale on chicken, which I guess which means would be lowering the price of chicken.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that increase demand, or is that going to decrease?
Well, it would increase demand of chicken, but the diagram is for turkey. So
I'm telling you, man,
they're substitutes. Turkey and chicken are substitutes. So
yep.
If chicken goes on sale, turkey's going to drop.
Okay. See, I chose the right answer if it was for chicken because I wrote from D. I chose DB to DA, but like you said, I didn't see the turkey and the chicken, so darn them.
Tricky.
All right. So number 12, refer to table 4.6. If these are the only 4 sellers in the market, then the market quantity supplied at price of $10 is, and I chose 44 units.
Yep.
Which is D.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay, 13. A rightward shift of a supply curve is called and I've got A for an increase in supply.
Yep. I agree with that.
And that's on page 75.
In the book?
Yep, in the book.
Okay. Refer to table 4.6. Which supply schedules obey the law of supply? Let's see. The law of supply says in the I don't remember what the law of supply says exactly.
I believe isn't the law of supply that the higher the price, the lower the supply? Is that right?
The law of supply is the higher the price, the more they'll supply.
Oh, I see. Then the demand is the higher.
The opposite.
Exactly. Okay. So that means I have the wrong answer then, because I chose A because it's decreasing, but you're actually looking at it's going to be B and D, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. See, I had them backwards.
Cool.
All right. 15 is the unique point at which the supply and demand curves intersect is called equilibrium, which is D.
Yeah.
All right.
Bingo.
Yep. All right, so refer to figure 418. At a price of $35, there would be a surplus of 400 units.
Yep. The C.
Yes.
You get that because there'll be 200 units demanded and 600 supplied, right? So just the difference between the supply curve and the demand curve at $35. That's what you get.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Okay,
Exactly.
cool. That's something I really struggled with when I was taking the first half of this class, the Econ 150. Just figuring that stuff out just really got me.
Yeah.
I think I'll be better second time around. Take two. All right, refer to figure 426. Which of the following movements would illustrate the effect of the market for fences of a decrease in the price of wood? So, let's see. We can point would be B to A. Let's say a decrease in the price of wood.
Yeah. So decrease. This one I didn't. It was hard for me to get a grasp on it, but because the decrease in the price of wood is going to increase the demand, right? Because they'll be able to sell fences cheaper.
Okay.
And it's also going to increase the supply because they can make fences cheaper.
So we did A to C.
So I chose A to B, which is an increase in just the supply, but it doesn't show an increase in the demand.
Well, I picked the same one, A to B, but it does show an increase in demand because as you drop down the demand line, that's an increase because you're moving farther to the right, so it's an increase in how much is demanded, and it's a decrease in price.
Yep.
Because you're selling wood, so fences cost less when wood is cheaper.
Yeah.
So it's over to the right and down.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So we agree it'd be A to B?
Yes.
Okay.
You good with that, Jacob?
So the decrease in price equals the decrease in supply then, right?
Yeah, decrease in price means an increase in demand.
Increase in demand. Okay.
And so it's hard when a demand increases, the price moves down and to the right, and when the supply decreases, it moves down and to the left. So it's
confusing.
It can be confusing. You got to keep the supply and the demand separate.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. The next one is number 18, which is all else equal, an increase in the productivity of turkey farmers would cause a move from, and I chose which is probably wrong now that I see it, is going to be, I chose B, which is DB to DA, which is a move in the right, which is now I know is a decrease in the demand. So I guess would it be A from DA to DB?
So I've got down C from X to Y.
Okay.
And the reason I did that is, let me see, I gotta remember. So because there's an increase in the productivity, they're able to produce more.
Uh-huh.
And so that's why I just moved up the demand curve. But
if you move up, doesn't that increase the price?
Yes.
And that's what confused me because I figured I was like, well, if they're able to provide more, then the price should go down.
because the quantity goes up.
Exactly. They're there to increase quantity, so it should be a lower price. And because I know that they talk about a price can move on the curve, but anything that doesn't involve the X or Y axis is actually a shift in the curve.
So you would be right then. It would be from DB to DA because that's an increase.
Because any shift to the right would be an increase.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was looking at because it's yeah. It's really these things they're always like a brain teaser, but you gotta just pick the right one. But that's what I thought because I was looking at your route, which was the X to the Y, but then I thought that would increase the price, thus But my only thinking about it is I think going from DB to DA, that would also increase the price, right?
No,
If they're
because at let's say $10, you shift it to the right, you would just have more turkeys that you could get for $10.
Okay.
So it's not a guaranteed shift increase in price. It's just there's more at the same price point.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, I think I'm B is correct.
Okay.
All right, number 19. Which of the 4 panels illustrate a decrease in quantity supplied? And I put down D.
Yep, that's what I picked as well.
Yeah. Yep.
Awesome.
Now when I was looking at it, just so I understand it better, it says which is a decrease in quantity supplied. Now, of course, a decrease would be if the supply curve shifts to the left. So two of the diagrams have it shifting to the left, and so I remember I was looking at the two on the right hand side. What's the difference? I guess because they have one shifting to the left, and then the price goes down, and I guess it's what the difference is. One of the price is going down, the other one price is going up.
Yeah, so in panel B, it's actually they show the demand curve is shifting. They have the D and the D prime, and then we have the one supply curve there.
I see. That is correct. Well, if you look at that, then that really only narrows it down to there's only one diagram, which is only has the supply shifting to the left. All the rest are either the demand or the one shifting to the right.
Yep.
All right, appreciate it.
Cool. Which of these statements does not apply to market economies? Price, decentralization, decision, centralized decision. I don't know. This one.
Yeah, this one was kind of hard. I kind of went back and forth with it. I thought about it and was like, and I kind of went through every process in my brain. I ended up choosing C, and I don't really know why. I just kind of felt comfortable with it.
So that's the one I picked as well as C. And the reason for it is that prices don't ensure that everyone who wants a product can get it.
That's what I was
because I would love to have a Maserati, but it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, see, you were thinking Maserati, I was thinking Lamborghini. Because I was like, if I want a Lamborghini, I can't go out and buy one because I can't afford it. But so that's
heavy, that's what I went with
as well.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But the prices do ensure that things get done that stuff gets done that needs to get done.
Yep.
Because they're only going to produce so many Maseratis or Lamborghinis because only so many are going to sell.
Yep.
So it's only going to get done what needs to be done. And then it coordinates what millions of people want with varying abilities and desires.
Mm-hmm.
And then it also keeps it from going into chaos. So,
Yeah.
so process of elimination gives us C.
Yeah. And that was the only one too. When I read it, it kind of stuck out to me a little bit as being different. I was like, that's got to be it then.
Cool. That's it. Oh, nice. Doing a lot faster than last week, huh, Nathan?
Yeah, that was a lot quicker.
Yeah. So do we have
Yeah.
2 people drop out, or just the one?
Yeah.
So Laura has dropped out, Melanie has dropped out, and that Orion guy.
His name was Aaron as well.
Well, yeah, I remember I watched the video and his name was Aaron, but his like screen name was like Orion or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah. So he's out. So just us 3, the 3 Musketeers, huh?
Yep.
All right. Well, hey, I thought about dropping the class when I first took the first week. I was like, man, this is brutal. But then I was like, I just suck it up.
I think it'll be all right.
Yeah, it's not too bad. I just got done my last semester. I took the economics for the or microeconomics. So I was like, let me just knock them out back to back. So it's kind of this is first couple of weeks kind of a refresher course.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I wish I'd taken micro years ago.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I took a semester off, and I wish I didn't.
Yeah. That's why I took it. I took it, and I was like, you know what? That was miserable, and I hated every minute of it. But let me go ahead and let me just get macro over with, and then we don't have to worry about them anymore. And I just take them back to back. Everything's fresh, so we'll see how it goes.
awesome.
All right. So I guess next week I'll figure out my email, but why it's not working. If not, you might have to copy and paste that hyperlink again.
Oh, that's fine. It's not a big deal to copy and paste it and email it to you.
Yeah, for some reason, the other Gmail, the regular emails weren't coming through at all, but the ones that you sent me came through. So something was weird.
Yeah, I don't know. So yeah, I'll just send it like that next week
Okay.
to you. And do you guys want to keep it at this time, or do you want to move it earlier, or what?
This time works best for me.
Yeah, this time's good for me because both of you guys you're on the Mountain Time.
I'm Central, so it's 10:15 for me right now.
Okay. All right, because I'm East Coast, it's 11:15 for me, which is fine. So I'm just making sure whatever works for you guys works for me.
I'm good with this.
We can keep it to this. This is fine.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you guys. See each other next week.
Yep, I'll get the video posted, and good luck on your quiz.
I appreciate you too.
Take it easy.
All right, see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.